I stand here today to share my story, raw and unfiltered, as I navigate the sometimes tumultuous waters of living with bipolar disorder. It's my reality, and I want to shed light on this experience, not just for myself, but for those who might feel alone in similar struggles. Imagine waking up one day, feeling like you're standing on the summit of a mountain. The world is bright, colors are vivid, and every idea feels like a masterpiece waiting to be created. You're invincible, right? You dive into projects, social gatherings, plans that multiply like rabbits. Enthusiasm courses through your veins, and everything is possible. But here's the twist. Like a sudden jolt in a roller coaster ride, this euphoria is deceptive. It often spirals into an abyss where the colors fade to gray and the mountain crumbles beneath your feet. The climb that felt so exhilarating morphs into an insurmountable descent, heavy with despair. This is the cycle of bipolar disorder, an emotional pendulum swinging from one extreme to another. And here's where it gets more complicated. Add family dynamics into the mix. We might think that family is where we find support, but that's not always the case. In my experience, relationships often fray and strain in the wake of my unpredictable moods. There are times when I feel disconnected, as if I'm speaking a different language, while they struggle to understand the words spilling out of my mouth, words shrouded in mania or drenched in depression. I recall one family gathering. I arrived bubbling with energy, ready to engage, to hug, to laugh, but as the hour passed, that soaring energy began to morph. Little comments turned into misunderstandings. "Why are you so hyper? You seem off today." The questions, meant to be caring, suddenly felt suffocating. I wanted to scream, "Can't you see I'm battling something deeper?" For those with bipolar disorder, the internal dialogue battles the external expectations. Family might not see the struggle of waking up each day and deciding to put on a mask, trying to look normal while inside. It feels chaotic. I often worry that they think I'm just being difficult or moody, rather than realizing there's a storm raging inside me. Meanwhile, I see my family grappling with their own challenges. They want to help, but they often feel lost. They face the consequences of my disorder, trying to navigate the emotional aftermath of my most severe episodes. It's like a mirage. They strive for connection, yet feel the emotional distance grow like a shadow creeping over their hearts. We slip into repetitive arguments that revolve around misunderstandings and unmet expectations, a cycle hard to break. And there are the silences, the unbearable, weeks-long silences that ensue after a particularly hard episode. Those moments when love feels absent and burdened, when conversations feel like walking on eggshells. Each step a potential fracture. We all want to talk, to reconnect, but fear looms. What will be said? Will it hurt? Do they even understand? There is hope, though, in this complex dance. Each small bridge built back to understanding is a victory. So we learn grappling with vulnerability, honesty, and sometimes uncomfortable questions. I try to articulate, this isn't who I am, it's what I live with. I remind them of the importance of patience, compassion, and the willingness to learn. With every conversation, we dismantle the stigma one layer at a time. What can make it easier? Open dialogue, creating a safe space. When I share my feelings, sometimes it's just about letting them know, I'm having a hard time today. I need a little space. Other times, it's saying, I need you to just listen without trying to fix me. And in return, I strive to listen to their fears and concerns, building empathy and understanding. Family doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs authenticity. And while there's a long road to travel, full of bumps, twists, and turns, I believe we can find our way back to one another, redefining what it means to be a family living with bipolar disorder. So here's to those navigating similar journeys. You are not alone. Every step, every conversation counts. It's messy, it's complicated, but it's real. And together, we can continue to foster understanding and love amidst the chaos. We owe it to ourselves and to our families to keep reaching out and forging those connections, no matter how disjointed they may feel at times.